Welcome back to The Five. 3 years ago, Dana Perino went to the Congo to raise awareness about an amazing charity called Mercy Ships, which provides free health care in underdeveloped countries to those in need. And she is now back in Africa, this time in Benin, excited to tell us about Mercy's mission there. Dana, how are things going in Africa?
So far, so good. We arrived a couple of days ago. We are on a ship. It's a surgical hospital ship called Mercy Ships. My first day was a little rough. In the morning, I was very sick, so I had morning sickness. But it really wasn't morning sickness. I was just motion sick in the morning, so I didn't want anyone to start any rumors. But this is a little bit of different trip than before, because in Congo, we arrived on the very first day, so that was the assessment, where 7,500 people lined up to see if they were a candidate for surgery. This is a little bit different. The ship has been in Benin for 10 months, so they are wrapping things up, but they do several surgeries a day. Peter, my husband, and Aaron Landers that's with me, they actually were able to watch the whole thing. I'm too squeamish. I wasn't able to. But we've really experienced a lot of things. We saw a celebration of sight today, which was all sorts of people. They did 70 cataract surgeries this week alone. So this was a celebration of all of these people who had been blind for a long time now being able to see. So it's been fabulous.
All right. Dana, where do the doctors come from? I saw in part of the report, and by the way, I'm just so envious. You are such a good spirit. But I saw in the report that about a third of the people who come to the ship are Americans. What about the doctors?
Well, they have, this is a ship that is all volunteers, and so yes, they have a lot of medical staff. There are doctors. The doctor I interviewed on Facebook Live last night is Dr. Mark Schreim. He's from Harvard University and quite talented and a really wonderful person who comes twice a year for a month. They tease him that they save the hardest cases for him to work on. But then you have nurses, you have operating managers, you have supply managers. But in addition to that, just like if you were thinking about a military operation, you have a lot of support staff. So you have people, everybody on the ship needs to eat. So you have that whole operation, plus you have communications and also assessments, as well as security. You know, the Gurkhas are our security here on the ship, and we are in very good hands, I have to say.
Dana, you and I don't see eye to eye in politics sometimes, but I have to take my time and just say I am so extremely proud of what you're doing for Mercy Ships. It really takes a big heart to do what you're doing. Where can I donate, and where can people donate to help out the cause?
Well, that's kind of you to say. I mean, I don't think politics really has any place in it at all for me or for you. And people that support the ship come from all sorts of different walks of life. MercyShips.org is where people could donate if they want, and they can also try to find out if they want to work on the ship. In fact, Eric, they need right now a car mechanic. So if there's anybody out there that is looking to give back, wants to serve in a great mission, they actually need a car mechanic like right now.
Great. Thank you.
Hey, Dana, it's Lisa. You've talked a little bit about some of the stuff that you've done, but what does a typical day look like for a volunteer?
Well, it depends. In fact, I just saw a nurse who was about an hour ago. She was starting the night shift. It is actually just like a hospital. So there's 24-hour operation for care. In fact, today we got to go up to a dock 7 they call it, where all the patients got to go outside for a little while and get some fresh air. And we played Connect 4 with one of the patients who is quite skilled and beat me twice. I beat him once, but he beat me twice, beat Peter twice. Everybody apparently on the ship, all the volunteers that play with him, lose. So they try to find a way to pass the time. There's a lot of operational things that have to go on, like keeping the ship afloat, right? The engineering staff is something that's really important here as well. So the medical team is incredibly important, but they're only able to do their work because of all the support staff as well.
Dana, this is Greg. Good job so far. If you are actually there, I noticed that you're standing in front of a painting that could easily be on 1211 6th Avenue on the 12th floor, so I'll be checking around later for you. I'm curious, when you're there, are there refreshments there for you? Is there like a bar?
There is no bar, but there is a Starbucks.
Really?
Like a legit Starbucks, yes. And now it is run by the volunteers, but yes, they have all sorts of delicious coffees and things that you could get, but there's no bar. But we did go to a bar tonight. We went and saw a concert. We only were there for a couple of songs, but the Beninois are apparently very good singers and are known for that. So we went and saw a little bit of that today, and There's lots of fans of the Five here on the ship, though they're having a little trouble with the satellite. They're not able to get Fox News right now.
No.
They get Fox Crime, but not Fox News.
All right, quickly, Dana, we only have about 20 seconds left. So far, what is your favorite miracle that you've seen on the ship?
Well, there's a little boy named Emmanuel who is about 13 months old. He's got everybody in the palm of his hand. He had quite a lot of difficulties, but he is being healed after surgery. He's recovering well, and because now he feels better and he is able to eat, his personality is really coming through. So Peter had a chance to walk with him today. I showed him pictures of Jasper on my phone, but then he started crying, so I figure he could be Greg Gutfeld's best friend in about 10 years.
All right, Godspeed, Dana. Get back safely. Thanks so much.
Thank you.